You're back with another one. This time we got top 10 overpowered anime swordsmen by Vinny2. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Do that. Let's get in there.
This video is
God.
sponsored by KOG Games. Their new game Kurtzbell is an anime style.
Hey, bro, get your money, bro.
Sword-wielding characters come in all forms and shapes in the world of anime, but among them are select individuals that either have unmatched mastery of the sword, powers bordering on ridiculous, or a combination of both. So for today's videos,
That was actually the perfect thing to say, because Aizen is ridiculously powerful.
Strength, but just how overpowered they are in their own universe. We start off this list with Black Bull squad captain Yami. The Black Bulls have long been a notorious team of troublemakers known for destructive tendencies. It's fitting that their leader's the intimidating Yami. The first showcase of Yami's abilities came in the battle against Lich. Even in his succeeding fights in the manga, Yami doesn't have a shabby fight record at all. His dimension-cutting spell bypasses durability as it slices through space itself. As he keeps on surpassing his limits, Yami can even be considered someone who's quickly approaching the Magic Emperor level for some.
Magic Emperor? But to be fair, there is only like 4 swordsmen in that whole show, so it's not hard for him to be that good.
Ninth on the list is Goemon. Would a top 10 swordsman list really be complete without the descendant of the legendary Ishikawa Goemon? The temperamental Goemon's claim to fame lies in his unparalleled
So smooth with
swordsmanship
it.
and martial arts skills. His sword, Zantetsuken, is capable of slicing through anything.
Oh,
When I
he's
say
cut this man's
anything,
hands off.
I mean anything. That includes armored cars, buildings, bullets, and even freaking light bolts. If Zantetsuken's unable to cut something, it quickly becomes a plot point. It may not seem
His
much
whole
when you look at
head
the
looked like a
picture in the
foot,
world of
bruh.
anime, but in the world of Lupin, Goemon can probably make a case for strongest and most overpowered character.
He really missing chunks of flesh and still fighting. You can see clean into his shoulder. Like, bro, stop taking damage.
Next on the list is the Black Swordsman. No, not that one. The original one. Guts from Berserk. Similar to Goemon, Guts remains a character that seems tame when it comes to his repertoire of powers at first glance, because he really doesn't have many powers besides his sword. While he does gain the Berserker armor, Guts generally does away with fancy superhero gimmicks, magical eyes, enchanted swords that can shoot beams, and other stock anime abilities. Instead, he reaches current power level with training. Decades of living a violent lifestyle and endless training have allowed him to hone his skills to the point where cutting through armored men with his gigantic sword isn't much of a feat at all. Few can match Guts' indomitable will. He's mastered the art of weaponizing his emotions, harnessing his rage into a force that allows him to tear through the battlefield with pure, unadulterated destruction.
He even got a name for his sword. Atomic Samurai.
Atomic Samurai from One Punch Man easily slices his way to the 7th spot on the list. One Punch Man has no shortage in the overpowered characters department, and Atomic Samurai is an easy inclusion to this list of overpowered swordsmen. Just as Saitama only needs one punch to defeat his foes, Kamikaze only needs one slash to shred down hordes of enemies. His signature Atomic Slash lets him perform hundreds of slashes within just a second. It's a versatile technique, one that can be used while charging and being stationary. Enemies won't even have the time to react and realize why he's an S-class hero before getting struck down into minuscule pieces.
They had no clue on what happened to them, too. They was just standing still a second ago.
We have Afro Samurai taking the number 6 spot. A swordsman who vows revenge on justice for killing his father, Afro Samurai starts off with the series as the #2 headband. While most of his exploits in getting that headband aren't shown on screen, becoming the second strongest swordsman is an insane feat by its own right. Viewers get a taste of Afro's might
Oh
in
my
the
God.
short run of his series.
I
While simply wielding a sword might make his fighting style seem ordinary, he's actually capable of slicing bullets, blocking lasers, innovating tactics mid-fight, and single-handedly laying waste to an entire army. Not to mention his insane stamina, Afro Samurai's a monster of a man, make no mistake.
Swordsmen are so cool. One of these days, I'm gonna get a sword and I'm gonna practice, and I'm gonna be just so good.
Bradley on our list of overpowered swordsmen. Armed with his unmatched swordsmanship skills, Full Metal Alchemist's Fuhrer easily takes the 5th spot on this list. With a list of accolades,
If y'all in Atlanta, you gonna see a dude walking around with a sword on his waist. No, that's me.
Throwing multiple fighters at him? No problem.
And
Even
don't
at the
test
face
me.
of defeat
I'll be
against
good.
Scar, he nearly forced a mutual kill through sheer will and strength. The secret to his strength lies in his true identity. The almighty King Bradley is in fact the homunculus Wrath. In addition to his swordsmanship, he also has access to the ultimate eye, a power that grants him enhanced senses to the point of precognition, making him one step ahead of his opponents.
Yeah, so they basically gave him a Sharingan. Minus all the broken abilities. But, you know, he's still a swordsman at the end of the day.
Fourth on our list is one of the rising stars of shonen anime, Meliodas from the 7 Deadly Sins. For people who don't watch
Didn't
the
they
7
just
Deadly
drop, like,
Sins,
season
it
4 or
can
something
come
of
as a
7 Deadly
shock to
Sins on
see
Netflix, like,
unassuming
yesterday?
Meliodas take number 4 on the list. As anime has taught us for so long, looks can be extremely deceiving. Given that everyone
3,
in the world
whichever
of
season,
7
the newest
Deadly
season.
Sins is overpowered, it takes a special kind of brokenness to go toe-to-toe with both the Giant King and the Fairy King. Also take note that his assault mode's probably one of the most powerful beings in existence, and he's only getting stronger as time goes on.
7つの大罪憤怒の罪ドラゴンシーメリオダス 隙だらけだ全て
Were you under the impression that you wouldn't see Aizen on this list? Aizen finds his way to the 3rd spot on the list of overpowered swordsmen, largely due to his weapon. His Zanpakuto's powers, total control of an enemy's 5 senses, and the ability to conjure perfect illusions. However, his true strength doesn't lie in his insane spiritual power or sensory manipulation, but in his adaptability. This is evident in Bleach's Fate Karakura Town arc. Nothing that Soul Society threw at him works for most of the arc. Every single time the heroes think they've got him, he comes up with a way out at the very last second, often by overpowering everyone with his superior spiritual powers. To make matters worse, he's also immortal and capable of constant evolution, thanks to the Hogyoku. To say he continues to attain absurd levels of power as the arc goes on would be a gross understatement.
It's crazy how Ichigo really sat there, watched them jump, what's her name? And then oh, this looks nice. Did they redo this? This looks good.
Hawkeye Mihawk from One Piece proudly sits at number 2 on our list.
Whoa, before we get too deep in it, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And also, like, how they Ichigo gonna sit there, watch them jump. What's her name? The dude's little sister. Or big sister. Momo? He watched them jump Momo. And then he's like, guys, what are you doing? And then they're like, oh, crap. And then he gonna watch them get slaughtered by Aizen. Like, Ichigo, help them. What are you doing, bruh? Oh my gosh. But yeah, this looks
Exactly,
nice.
Mihawk's known as the greatest swordsman in the world, a title that I believe is deserved. Where do we start with this guy? Mihawk's capable of sinking an entire fleet of ships single-handedly. Then he also trains Zoro. Just when you think that Zoro's strong, Mihawk easily stomps over his student in a battle using only a dagger, so not even using his primary weapon. Let's not even get to the scene where he effortlessly slices a gigantic iceberg at Marineford with the shockwave of his slash. This handful of a resume is made all the more impressive by the fact that Mihawk lacks a devil fruit. I mean, how insane is that?
that we know of. We
So there
we
you
not
have it, 10 of
sure
the most badass.
if he doesn't have a devil fruit or not, but we haven't seen him swim. That's the only way to confirm if they have a devil fruit. If they can swim, or if they have sea prism stone on and it doesn't affect them. That's the only two things that really confirm that they don't have a devil fruit. So we really don't know. We've seen Shanks swim. He don't got a devil fruit. But Mihawk, he's always been on that boat and never seen him swim. He might have a devil. He might have the cut. No wait, that exists. That's isn't that the Buggy's fruit? I mean, the chop. Yeah, chop. He probably has some. Speaking of, why Mihawk has hockey? Doesn't why wouldn't he just cut up Buggy with hockey? Like he's a devil fruit, just But it's whatever. It's whatever. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and comment down something you want me to watch. If you got a top 10 list or AMV you want me to react to, or anything, honestly, like an NBA, WWE, NASCAR, I'll react to anything. Honestly, just put it in the comments. Boxing, and I'm out. Peace.